and welcome to this video. And the Suzuki Vstrom 250 SX is finally on the channel for a review video. A special thanks to KANAK SUZUKI for providing this motorcycle for the sake of this review video. All the details are on the screen and also in the description, so do give them a check. Like, share and subscribe link is in the description for the Instagram handle. And now let's get riding. Okay, so riding the V-Strom 250, and man, this is a very comfortable motorcycle. The handlebar is a single piece unit which is raised up. The foot pegs are almost center set, so this is a very comfortable motorcycle. My height is 5'11" and this is a perfect fit for my frame. Now, talking about the handling of this motorcycle, this is a very agile motorcycle. The suspension setup has been borrowed from the Gixxer 250, so it is on the stiffer side, but that means that this motorcycle can absolutely decimate corners. This motorcycle just begs you to corner hard. That's how good it is in terms of handling. Talking about the engine of this motorcycle, it has been powered by the same 250cc motor which is in the Gixxer. It is a 249cc single cylinder air oil cooled motor producing about 26 bhp and 22.2 newton meters of torque, and the mid-range of this engine is absolutely brilliant. It just kicks you hard in the mid-range. Even the top end of this engine is quite interesting, so that just makes this motorcycle a very fun to ride motorcycle. The exhaust note is really sporty and engaging. This engine has been mated to a 6-speed gearbox. It is a very slick shifting unit. It's smooth. Even the clutch on this motorcycle is very smooth. Talking about the braking setup of this motorcycle, it has got a 300mm rotor up front, a 220mm rotor at the back. The bite is not there, but the progression is there. It is a progressive braking setup and it just stops whenever you pull the lever. Yep, good brakes. As you can see, the cockpit view of this motorcycle is actually quite good. It has got this tall windscreen which is not adjustable, but it is quite nicely placed for high-speed cruising, and this instrument console and the tank. So the tank is a 12-liter unit, so that's decent for a motorcycle in the 250cc category. The weight of this motorcycle is 167 kg, so it is actually quite light in the segment, and the seat height is 835mm, which is quite high, but that light weight of this motorcycle makes it quite easy in terms of handling and maneuverability. Also, the ground clearance of this motorcycle is 205mm, which is 5mm more than the Adventure 390, so it is quite good. And of course, I did an off-road patch on this motorcycle and it handled quite nicely. The suspension is obviously on the stiffer side, but it is not extremely stiff for off-road duties. It handles off-road terrain quite nicely. And also, this motorcycle is wearing a 19-inch front rim and a 17-inch rear rim, so the overall off-road stability and off-road handling on this motorcycle is quite good. It handles quite nicely in the off-road too. So now let's try some high-speed cruising, and even this engine is capable of doing high-speed cruising from about 100 to 120 kilometers per hour all day long in the 6th gear. So it is a very rev happy motor. Talking about the refinement levels of this motorcycle, it is refined. It is quite smooth in terms of refinement, but it has got a slight vibration on the handlebar and on the foot pegs at the top end of the rev band, which is obviously negligible in terms of a single cylinder motorcycle. Okay, so now let's do a quick acceleration test on the V-Strom 250. Let's start it up. Sounds good. First gear, let's launch it. Okay, so this is the motorcycle, the V-Strom 250, and just look at the stance of this motorcycle. It looks absolutely good in this yellow paint scheme. And this is the front fascia of this motorcycle. The tall windscreen, the headlight from the Gixxer, it is an LED unit, and this beak, which is a proper V-Strom beak, V-Strom SX sticker. This is the mudguard of this motorcycle, normal indicators, and it has also got hand guards, so that's quite good. The quality is quite nice. This is the front rim of this motorcycle. It is a 19-inch unit, as I said. The size is 190/19, so it is quite good. This tire, it is MRF tires, and these are quite good. This is the front rotor of this motorcycle, a 300mm rotor, and brakes from Vibri. And the suspension is quite chunky. It is from the Gixxer, as I said. This is the side profile of this motorcycle and it looks quite good from the side too. Suzuki sticker on the tank. It has got SX and 250 sticker on the side. This is quite nice, the tank shroud, and the tank itself is finished in black and the tank size is 12 liters. This is the engine casing. It is brown in terms of color and it looks quite good. It is an oil air cooled motor, so it has got the oil cooler there. And this is the foot peg for the rider. It has got rubber padding on, so it's quite good, and it is a removable rubber padding. And this is the brake lever for the rear brake. This is the exhaust. It is quite good and chunky. It is finished in gloss black. It looks good. This motorcycle has got a box type swing arm, and this is the 220mm rotor, and again brakes from Vibri. This is the rear tire. The tire size is 140/70/17, so this is a 17-inch unit, and the design of the rim is quite slick. This is the tail lamp of this motorcycle, which has been bought from the older Gixxer, and it looks quite good in this motorcycle. And again, normal indicators. This is the mudguard of this motorcycle, and it has also got this aluminium finished tail rack. So obviously it is a touring motorcycle and an adventure tourer, so you can mount your luggage on this aluminium rack. It's quite sturdy. This is the seat of this motorcycle. It is a split seat setup. It has got this cover on currently, but the seat is quite good. It is on the stiffer side, but stiff seats are better for longer tours. The seat height, as I said, is 835mm, so it's quite high, and it is a very nice looking motorcycle overall. And let me just show you the instrument console of this motorcycle now. So this is the instrument console. Let's turn it on. Here it is on, and it has got this animation. Here is the speedometer, the gear position indicator, and on the top there's the tachometer, the fuel indicator, the time, and all other details like the average. So it is currently not showing the trip meter or the odometer because the speedo wire is not connected, but it has got all those informations. These are the buttons to set the turn by turn navigation on this instrument console. You have to download an application on your phone, and then you can connect your console to your phone via Bluetooth, so it's quite handy. And on the side it has got the warning lights and the indicator indications, so it is quite loaded. The overall quality of this motorcycle is quite good. It has got quite nicely finished switch gears, as you can see. This is the pass button, the headlight leveler, and this is the indicator indication. This is the horn, the clutch. The lever is quite nicely finished. The grips are good, and the handguard is also quite sturdy. This is the kill switch and the starter button. So overall the quality of this motorcycle is top notch for a Suzuki motorcycle. So now comes the conclusion part of this video. Should you be buying the V-Strom 250 over the competition? Well, in my opinion, the V-Strom 250 is easily one of the most engaging ADVs in this segment, and the engine is already one of the best. The 250cc motor from the Gixxer, it is really nicely tuned and it is really punchy, and all the equipment that this motorcycle has got, the larger 19-inch rim, the lightweight, and the 205mm ground clearance, which makes this motorcycle a very capable touring motorcycle, and obviously a very capable everyday user. So you can go on touring, you can use this motorcycle for your daily commutes, and in the weekend this will keep you equally entertaining as any other motorcycle in the category. So yep, a special thanks to KANAK Suzuki for providing this motorcycle for the sake of this video. All their details are on the screen and also in the description, so like, share and subscribe. Link is in the description for the Instagram handle, and as always, ride safe and keep riding hard.